Hi, my name is Ida May. Today we focus on being connected to yourself, being connected to the ground and the earth underneath you. And we're going to start up standing. So, come to the top end of the mat, bring your feet hip width distance apart, soften through the knees. Maybe lift toes up. And then one toe at a time, starting from that little toe, just bring your toes down to the floor, down to the mat, feeling each and every toe connected to the earth. Maybe shift your body weight forward, to the side, to the back. Just checking in, where's your balance? Doing little circles. And then finding that place somewhere in the center. Close your eyes, maybe roll the shoulders around. Maybe rotate your palms forward so it's a nice receiving place to start with. Then inhale in through the nose. Take a deep inhale in. And exhale out through the mouth. Just let go. Let go of the day, wherever you've been, whatever you're going to do after. One more inhale in through the nose. And then exhale out through the mouth. And then from now onwards, just inhale in through the nose and exhale out through the nose. I want you to pull that energy in through the soles of the feet. So the next inhale you're going to take, imagine that you're going to inhale through the soles of the feet and the energy is rising up, filling your body. So the energy is rising up, the breath is going in through the legs, all the way to the belly, to the heart, to the arms, to the fingertips, to the head, to the crown of the head. And with the exhale, you're going to exit. Let the air exit throughout the whole body and exit into the ground. So breathing in from the earth. Feel that breath going through the soles of the feet. Feel that breath traveling all the way into the body, filling every single soul, every single cell in the body. And with the exhale it all empty and let that air travel out through the soles of the feet. Couple more. Let's take that energy in. Root yourself down. Ground yourself. Connect. Inhaling in through the nose. And then exhaling out through the nose. Soften into your practice. One more inhaling in. And then exhale, soften. Exhale out through the soles of the feet. Let's keep that connection and we're going to make it deeper. Blink the eyes open. Now inhale, lifting the arms up and over the head. Like a tree, growing taller. Reach up. Reach the fingers up to the sky. Exhale, folding forward, look down towards your navel. Doesn't matter if your hands touch the floor. You can just hang down, nice and heavy. Keep the body weight on the toes. Then inhale, look forward, keep that breath nice and free. And then exhale, folding over, half sun salutation. Let's do that again. Inhale, look forward, looking forward to receive. Reach your arms up, reach up, lift up, gaze up. And with the exhale, take your hands into the heart center. I am safe, I am grounded. Let's go. Inhale, lifting the arms up and over the head. Reach up, lift up, gaze up. Exhale, folding over, look down towards your navel. Inhale, looking forward, coming into flat back. Exhale, place your hands down to the floor and step your feet back to high plank. Really feel that earth underneath each and every finger. Push the floor away. Feel that weight, especially in between of your thumb and the index finger. Push the floor away, so you're rounding your upper back slightly, as if you're lifting your heart through the back of the body. Then from here, just drop your knees down to the floor, push your hips back to come in towards the child pose. Finding that length into the back, finding that opening through the shoulders. Take one more inhale in here. With the exhale, snake forward, so look forward, drop your forearms down to the floor. We're coming into a cobra. Slightly, a little bit of weight on the hands. Keep activating your back so you can lift your chest up. Pull the mat towards yourself. Can you lift your chest up higher? Maybe elevate your legs off the floor to coming into a locust. Activating the back. This is amazing, amazing pose to create that strength in the lower back. Base of the spine, that's where the root chakra is located. Then release. Push your hips back into the child pose and find your way into your downward dog. Take a couple of pedals here, right and left, right and left. Doing what feels good. If you want to shake your head, shake it out, shake your legs, shake your hips, wiggle it out, do you. And once you've had enough of wiggles, start finding stillness.
Stillness in the body, stillness in the mind. Spreading the fingers out wide. Rotate the biceps forward, triceps back. Push the floor away, push into the earth to create that space through the shoulders. Back is nice and long. Open the sit bones out. Doesn't matter if your heels touch the floor or if the legs are straight. What matters is that the back is nice and straight. Take one more breath in here. With the exhale, soften through the knees. Look down towards your hands. Step both feet in between of your hands to come to the front of the mat. Inhale takes you into flat back. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, look forward. Reach your arms up, come all the way up to standing. Inhaling. Exhale, folding over. I am safe. I am grounded. Inhale, look forward, coming into a flat back. Exhale, step your feet back, high plank. If you want power, you can do a little tricep press up here with me, but let's drop the knees down to the floor. We're going to start it easy. So elbows into the waistline, then press it back up. Push the hips back, coming into the child pose. This is your variation of a vinyasa. Today, inhale, snake forward into baby cobra. Then lift your chest up a little bit higher. Maybe lift your legs up as well. Hold it. So you're coming into this locust. Maybe you want to test it out and lift your hands off the floor for 2. And 1. Release your hands down. Tuck the toes under. Push your hips back and find your downward dog. 3 breaths. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. 2 more breaths. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Finding that connection with the earth, connection with the ground, connection with your breath and your body. Then soften the knees, look down to the hands, step, jump or float the feet in between of your hands to come to the front of the mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, folding over. Inhale, look forward, reach your arms up and over the head. Reach up, lift up. Exhale, folding over. I am safe. I am grounded. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, hands down to the floor. Step your feet back. Chaturanga press up. You can do it through the knees or you can skip it. Do what serves you best. Press it back up. Drop the knees. Push the hips back. Child pose. Snake forward into the cobra. If you want more activation, take that locust there. Lift your chest up. Lift your legs up. Lift your thighs off the floor. Keep pulling that mat towards your waistline. Exhale, release. Push your hips back. Child pose. And again, find that downward dog. Hopefully the body is starting to feel a bit warmer. Ready for more. Take 1 more inhale in here. Let's exhale out through the mouth just to release it. Good. Then bring your feet together at the back. Lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Bend your right knee. Open that right hip out. You can stay here or you can drop your left forearm down to the floor if it feels good. Opening out the base of the spine, opening out the hips. Taking 1 more inhale in here. With the exhale, slowly bring your right knee towards your right elbow. And then float your right foot outside of your right hand into the lizard. Make sure that the knee is not overshooting the toes. You can rotate your right toes out slightly. If that feels good, you can move forward and back. If that feels good, I want you to do what feels good and right for you right now. Keep breathing into it. Good. So now from here, we're going to move into an extended side angle. So bring your left heel down to the floor. The blocks might be handy. If it's too deep for you, you place a block right underneath your right hand to get a little bit of elevation. Now start opening the left shoulder out. Bring your left arm down and forward. And extend your left arm forward and lift your gaze up. If you wanted to take it deeper and that feels comfortable, the right hand can simply be on the floor next to your right foot. Keep pushing the right knee in towards your right forearm into the knee so you have that support there. Keep breathing, find the connection through the earth now. So you have a strong base, but we're going to lift it up from here. So feel the connection with the earth. Take 1 more inhale in here. With the exhale, warrior 2. Bring your left arm back, simply lift your body up, but keep your legs where they are. So stay low. Maybe bend that right knee even more if you came up a bit higher. Keep reaching forward, keep reaching back. Imagine that you're in a gliding surface. You're going to squeeze your feet towards one another so your legs are active, grounded. So when we find the base, we can feel grounded with ourselves, finding connection
to the earth. So the base is here. Then flip your right palm up and over. Now reach forward as far as you can go to. Then reach back, take a reverse warrior. If you have any variation with your reverse warrior, be my guest, you can take a bind, you can lift your right heel off the floor, or if you fancy, you just keep your left hand there to support your back and slightly reach back. Key thing is that you're creating space through the right side of the body, creating space through the right hips. Gaze up. Take one more inhale in here. With the exhale, extend your right knee. Keep reaching back, keep reaching, keep reaching. Now lift your right toes off the floor. Coming onto your right heel, that's it, good. Bring your chin to the left shoulder, so look over the left shoulder. Rotate your right toes towards the left shoulder and let your body naturally fall down into a wide leg forward fold, into a prasarita. If you're super flexible, just bring your heels and your toes a little bit closer so your head is not touching the floor quite yet. You can hold it at the elbows. You can swing right and left, right and left. Make sure that the body weight is on the toes. Knees can be soft, or you can, if you have the flexibility, just pull your thighs up so you activate your thighs. Then from here, inhale, look forward, coming into a flat back. Exhale, folding over. Now take your hands onto your hips, look forward, come all the way up. Pull your thighs up now so you're supporting your knees. Inhale, lift up. Coming all the way up, turn the heels in, toes out. Sumo squat, goddess pose. Slide your hands onto your thighs. If you fancy a little bit of movement, I always like to move a bit because it feels good for my body. So do what feels good for you. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop your right shoulder inside and bring your right ear towards the floor so you get a little bit of a twist here. Inhale, lifting the body up. Exhale, drop your left shoulder down, twist over to the other side. So you simply can do a mirror to me right now. Inhale, lift up. Breathe with it. Exhale, drop down, go a little bit deeper on the second time. Once more, inhale, lift up. And then exhale, twist around. Yes, use that breath. Once more through the center, inhale in. Exhale, take it straight to the center. If you want to take it deeper, you can even bring your forearms onto your knees. Keep pushing the knees out. Breathing into it. Ground yourself down, root yourself down. Find the connection with the earth. Opening out the hips, opening out the base of the spine. That's where our focus is today. Take one more inhale in. With the exhale, let go. Turn the toes in, heels out. Prasarita, forward fold. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Exhale, fold over. Shift your body towards the left. Frame your front foot coming into a low lunge, facing to the back end of the mat. Bring your left foot to meet the right. Downward dog. Vinyasa to reset it all. Inhale, coming into a high plank. Choice is yours whether you want to add a tricep press up. Choice is yours whether you want to do it through the knees or whether you just hold that plank. Drop the knees, everybody. Push your hips back. Take that child pose. Then snake forward into the baby cobra. Lift your legs off the floor. Little locust. Draw the heels of the hands towards your waistline. Then release. Tuck the toes under. Push your hips back. Coming into a downward dog. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale in through the nose. Flutter the lips. Let it all out. Inhale in through the nose. Stick the tongue out into your lion breath. Second side, bring your feet together at the back. Lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Bend your left knee, opening out the left hip. Option to drop your right forearm down to the floor if it feels good. Draw those left toes towards your right shoulder. Keep lifting the left thigh up higher. Take one more inhale in here. With the exhale, bring your left knee towards your left shoulder. And slowly, slowly float your left foot outside of your left hand. Lizard. Move smoothly, gently, like a cat. Find that stretch through the front of your right hip flexor. Extend the back of the right knee out. Creating space in the body, creating space in that lower part of the spine. Just breathe in. Side angle. Bring your right heel down to the floor. Option to use that block underneath the left hand. Extend your right arm down and forward. Keep your right shoulder down. Find that nice straight line from your right heel through the right hip, right shoulder, right fingertips. Trying to spiral your left ribs under more and look up. Now find your connection with the earth. The soles of the feet are firmly down on the floor. Inhale, lift your body up. Warrior 2. Stay low. Just the upper body that's moving. Maybe drop yourself a little bit lower. Good. Feel the outside edge of your right foot on the floor, lifting the right inner ankle up. Both hips are facing to the long edge of the mat. Look over the third middle finger on the left hand. Drop down deeper. How deep can you go? Breathe through it. Bring a little bit of heat into the body. Take one more breath in here. Exhale out. Flip your left palm up and over. Stay there. Reach forward. Reach back. The legs are there. Legs are the same. Just the upper body is that moving. Breathe in. Lift your heart up. Create that space through the left side of the body. Create space through the left hip. Maybe if you want to take a bind, do that. Maybe you want to lift your left heel off the floor. Do that. Do you. Be you. That's all you need. Take one more inhale in here. With the exhale, start extending the left leg out. Reach further. Can you feel the stretch going deeper? Then look over the right shoulder. Lift your left toes off the floor. Rotate your left toes towards the right. And let your body naturally fall down into a prasarita. Wide leg forward fold. Again, if you have the flexibility on the hamstrings or short legs, bring your feet a little bit closer towards one another. Toes in, heels out. Pull your thighs up. Inhale, look forward. I am safe. Exhale, fold forward. I am grounded. Take your hands onto your hips. Inhale, lift your body all the way up to standing. Turn the heels in, toes out. Goddess pose. Drop your hips down. This time, take the heels of the hands into your inner thighs, really close to your hips. Really close to your hips. I want you to push your thighs up and your hands down. It's nice and active pose. Yes, this time your shoulders can come up. That's okay. Keep pushing your thighs up and your hands down. So we're creating space into that lower part of your spine. Keep breathing. Yes, it should feel quite nice. Take one more breath in. Exhale, fold over, toes in, heels out. Just let your body melt down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, folding over. Shift your body towards the right, towards the front of the mat, coming into a low lunge. Vinyasa to reset, right foot to meet the left. Downward dog. Ripple forward, high plank, optional chaturanga press up. You can do it through the knees if you wish to. Then drop the knees down, push your hips back, take a child pose. Snaking forward into the upward dog. Sorry, not into the upward dog. Let's take it into that cobra and locust. So we find that activation on the base of the spine. It's a really, really, really amazing move for the base of the spine, strengthening it out. Then hands down to the floor, push your hips back, child pose. Lift your hips up into the downward dog. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. Inhale in through the nose. Exhale, flutter the lips out. One more inhale in. You can make the sound of the eye if it feels good. Breathe in. Exhale. Nice. Then step your hands a little bit closer towards your feet. Bend both elbows. And push back. Parahastasana. Slide your hands underneath your feet so that your toes are touching where the wrist is. You can bend your knees. Key thing is that the whole hand is underneath your feet. Drop the head down. And then if you have the flexibility, you can start extending the back of the legs out. You can move the toes, finding the connection with the soles of the feet and the palms of the hands. Take one more inhale in here. Exhale, release. From here, we're going to take it into Malasana. You can use a block. If you have a block or pile of pooks handy. So now turn the toes out. Heels in. Sit your hips down. Elbows into your inner thighs. Hands into the heart center. If you want a more restorative version, I'm going to take that. So you're going to use the block. You're going to place the block right underneath your hips. And you're just going to sit on the block. Find the height that feels good for you. So pressing the elbows into your inner thighs. Press your inner thighs into your hands. Hands into the heart center, trying to straighten your spine. Nice opening on the hips. So our peak pose today is a frog. So everything what we've been doing today has been working towards opening those hips, strengthening up the lower back, spine, base of the spine. So we're almost there. You can stay here if you fancy a little twist. You can take your right hand onto the left ankle and reach your left arm up. I do love a twist. You can do the same thing on the other side. Left hand onto the right ankle and then reach up. Or if you prefer, you can just choose to stay still. Just one more inhale in here. Exhale, release. Let's turn the toes in slightly, lift your hips up, shift that block away from underneath yourself. Coming into a forward fold. Then from here, just lift your heels off the floor so you can drop your knees down. Let your knees fall open. So we're coming into our peak pose, which is the frog. If the frog is too deep for you, you can just take a nice wide child pose and simply take your body down, drop the forehead down to the floor and take about 8 to 10 breaths here. If you fancy shifting into the frog with me, you're going to let those knees be open. You might need to change direction so you're fully on the mat, unless you're nice and soft around the mats as well. So you just let your knees fall open. Bring your heels into the same line with your knees. So you got about a 90-degree angle with your knees. And your hips and your knees are about in the same line. If you need to, you can choose to be sideways on the mat, so it might be a little bit nicer for the knees. So you're basically here. Relaxing the shoulders, unclenching the jaw. You can stay still. If you fancy to take it deeper, you're going to do a couple of cats and cows here with me. So finding a little bit of movement, you barely can see it, but you can definitely feel it. So curl and contract, round your spine into the cat. And then inhale, coming into the cow, pushing those sit bones back. So it's a slight, a very, very tiny move in the body. Exhale, curl and contract, but you're going to go deeper into those hips, rooting down, connecting, lifting the hips up, coming into the cat. Choice is yours. Do what feels good. Couple more of these. Let that breath be free. You can keep going like this, or you can join me and find something else. So bring your right hip down, lift your right heel up, move slowly, creating movement through the hips. Push your hips back. Do exactly the same thing on the other side. Lift your left heel up to the ceiling, drop your left hip down, and then take it back. Couple more. Choose what works for you. Do what feels good. Slowly from here, we're going to bring the feet together. You can use your hands to find your way back up. Move slowly, mindfully. Bring your knees together and swing your feet around. Roll your spine down to the floor. Take your time. Activate the abdominals. Feel how each and every vertebrae connects with the earth. Hug the knees into the chest. Squeeze it nice and tight. Then release. Bring your feet up to the ceiling. Happy baby. Take a hold of the soles of the feet. Push your knees down into your armpits. If you want to take it deeper, you take your hands inside of your inner thighs, pressing the elbows into your knees, or you can even take a hold of the big toes with your peace fingers, and then from there you keep your right knee bent and you're going to extend your left leg out to find a little bit more length through the back of the hamstrings, and do exactly the same thing on the other side. Maybe open both legs at the same time. Trying to keep the base of the spine on the floor. Then release, bring your heels down towards one another. Release the feet. Restorative bridge. Push the feet down to the floor. Slide the block underneath yourself so that the wide part is going right underneath the base of the spine, that bony bit of the spine. And then drop your hips down. Release your heels. The knees can slide apart slightly. Turn the palms up. If you don't have blocks, you're going to make a little bowl with your hands so that the heels of the hands are together. And you're going to cup your hips like so. Elbows are there to support you. So that way you can feel connected to the earth. Supported. Safe. I am safe. I am grounded. The root chakra is right there on the base of the spine. Just release it. If it feels too deep on the back, you just squeeze your glutes slightly and it takes the weight of the lower back. Just take one more deep inhale in here. Exhale, sigh out through the mouth. And squeeze your glutes. Lift your hips off the block. Maybe come up onto your toes. And then vertebra by vertebra, roll your spine down, all the way down to the floor. Once your hips touch the floor, let your knees fall to the right, fall to the left. Then hug your knees into your chest. And then let your knees fall to the right. Look over to the left. Easy twist to finish it off, to balance it out. If you fancy the other variations, deeper variations with a twist, do that. And do exactly the same thing to the other side. Let the knees fall to the left. Look over to the right. Final thing, just hug your knees into the chest. Give yourself a really good hug. Hold on at the elbows. Take an inhale in here. Exhale, you can release with the sound of the ah. Let your feet fall open, let your arms fall open, and start finding your final savasana. It's the best part of the whole practice. This is where the practice sinks in deeper. Just let it go. I am safe. I am grounded. Let your body drop down into the earth. You can almost feel like how that ground underneath you is like a little beautiful nest. The mat underneath you, the sides of the mat are curling up, like cocooning yourself into that safe place. I am safe, I am grounded, I am connected. Just let go. And you can stay in your savasana as long as you want to. Take your time. Just want you to thank you for practicing with me. I hope you feel safe. I hope you feel grounded, connected to the earth and connected to yourself. Thank you. Namaste.